Life happens in cycles, okay? So basically, the universe starts from this little speck, and then it's just ever expanding and expanding and expanding, right? And while it's expanding, there are perfect patterns within the expansion, right? And these patterns happen in cycles, or at least that's how they appear to us, because we experience time in a linear form. So we see these patterns, these cycles, and we are a tiny speck in the middle of one of those cycles, probably an infinite amount of those cycles that are all intertwined in an infinitely complex way that we can never comprehend. But regardless, for the example's sake, we will just pretend you were a little speck on a singular repeating cycle, all right? And it goes up and down, and you were a little speck that gets moved along. And how you perceive this movement is, I'm having a good day, I'm having a bad day, I got a new girlfriend. You know, these events that cause us to feel good or bad, right? And we are perceiving it, and we are all perceiving this never-ending cycle. And I think the reason why it's like that is because we are here on this earth as human beings to grow and evolve, right? I think we learn the most from when we are going through something that is considered bad, like having a bad week. I feel like we evolve as a person more during a bad week than during a good week, right? So it makes sense, if we're here to evolve, that we are in a system where it's a cycle of good and bad, good and bad. Because if it was always bad, everyone would just kill themselves. But that would not be good. So we have to have a little bit of balance. And also, not to mention, the universe is perfectly balanced. Like, it's the yin and the yang. There's a perfect balance to everything. So obviously there's going to be a perfect balance in this scenario too, right? Basically what I'm getting at is, if you're having a bad day or you're having a bad week, take it as a good thing rather than a bad thing. And I know that's easier said than done, and you don't actually have to feel like it's a good thing for it to be a good thing, but become consciously aware, like, oh, I'm experiencing this so that I can grow. Like, try to find the lesson in it, try to find where you could evolve because of this bad situation, right? Here's a little bit of reassurance. The worse you feel, the more likely you are to be at complete rock bottom in the cycle, right? So here's the cycle. If you're feeling really bad, that means you're probably right at the bottom. You know what that means? That means you're about to start going up. Because the worse you feel, the closer you are to feeling good again, right? So just feel bad till you feel good, because it will come, I promise. It's a cycle. Even if it feels like this pain is never ending. And there's different length of cycles. Not everyone is on like a weekly good and bad cycle, right? Someone might have a really good year and then a really bad year, or a really good month and a really bad month, or a really good day. And there's different timelines, right? But regardless, it's always a cycle, and there will always be good in the future. I promise that. As a matter of fact, it's like a law of the universe. So just, I hope that reassures you. And you need to reassure yourself, and you need to find the lesson and figure out why you're going through whatever you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just figured someone might need to hear that.